Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw Tips and Tricks. Part two of this, we found that if we go to Object and Group and ungroup this, that we have some Pantone whites right there, 100%. I don't know if Pantones will engrave. I've never used Pantones. So one, you could test it. RGB, far as I know, and I've done some tests that it doesn't engrave. So we need to change this to RGB white. Pretty easy. Go to Edit, Find and Replace, but I've hit Step and Repeat. Find and Replace. Don't find objects, replace objects. Find, take your eyedropper and check that. Change it, replace it with RGB white. Replace all. So we went from a Pantone white, which might engrave, but now our whites are RGB whites. The only thing I don't know, yeah, see, this is a different color white. So you'd have to do that center section. And one way we could have kind of proved this is change it to another color besides white. But see, where this is a RGB white, this is a blah, blah, blah white. I don't even know what that is. So what we can do the exact same thing, eyedropper. See, that's saying it's an RGB white. Okay. It just looked funny, one spot I had. So you can check all your RGB whites. But still, in a case like this, instead of wasting a really big piece of wood, make you a duplicate of it and cut out some of it. All you'd have to cut out is like, okay, so have it, let's group it, Control G. Take your crop tool, okay, have it selected. Because if you don't, the other one's going to disappear. Crop tool, and just crop out that much. And then test this on your laser on a scrap piece of wood before you do anything. And if it doesn't engrave and the black shows up and the white doesn't engrave, you're good to go on the rest of it. The only other thing I found in this drawing, and I'm a little bit, there's also some double whites. Okay. Right here. On a 16-inch plaque, that might show up. So, object, group, maybe it's already ungrouped. Okay, it is. Take that, all it is another line back there. Just take it and move it into the other side. You know what? There's two blacks of everything. I found there's two whites. And just kind of, I just happened to notice that. Here, the other side's exactly the same. Move that in. Move that in. And then you have now, I didn't look over the whole thing. I like it. It's a good looking file. Just right there, the Great Seal could be moved up a little bit. See, there's like double everything. Let's go through here and delete some of them. Now that you would have to basically if you need help doing that. And I'm just nitpicking now. You could do this by hand. kind of get it more in the center of that line. And then this right here concerns me. That's going to maybe show up. So I don't know what that is, but I don't know who drew it. Let's test some colors. Get the, I'm rambling now, color eyedropper. See, that's a Pantone black. You really need to make everything RGB black. I don't know that this person drew this. Tell you what, let's do this. View wireframe. That's not going to show us anything. See, there's a bunch of lines, interior lines that don't probably need to be there. Let's see if this solves our problem. Well, that really messed it up. It took away the white. I don't know about that. See, there we put a black line and it makes it go away, but so we're going to have to basically make all the colors. See, I put a black line, but it's a RGB black, so it's a darker black. We could do that safely. There was one other little spot I saw that looked kind of funny right here. You know, see, that just, and I think it's because it's like there's a double black. And we could get rid of this, and it's not going to change anything. It's going to bring your calculator up. See, that's going to get rid of that gap. You won't be able to tell it in the engraving. It's going to all just kind of look over stuff. Hide that mark. You know, that. And I don't know, I nitpick a lot, and I'm sorry. See, there's double everything. Nah, I'd leave that alone. That's part of a hand. So we need to change to make it look better, I think, to change it to an RGB black. So same thing. This is going to be a long video, I'm sorry. Find and replace, find object. We want to get the eyedropper. And see, that's a Pantone black. And we want to replace it with an RGB black. Takes just a little bit of time because it's doing a lot of work. And we'll see if it got rid of that line. Yes, see, the lines are now gone because the outline and the engraving line is the same. Anyway, sorry it took so long. Hope that helped. Thank you for watching.